So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. So now the AFC offense here coming back out for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And he cannot get rid of it. The NFC getting in there for the sack. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. Six nothing our score after 1. The AFC with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Here's Tommy Townsend now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. So now we'll get our second look in this game at the NFC offense. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive, their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the NFC going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
The AFC set to take over on offense. Still in the first. This offense has struggled, haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. And now hang on here. Looks like we have an injured player. Yeah, Mark Andrews is in some discomfort. We'll take a break from Vegas after this. Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 5. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Stays on his feet. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here now the NFC to take over on offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the deep, and off to the races, down the right side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's a carry for Saquon Barkley and the Giants. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards, the final tally.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape.
And he will carry this one in. Touchdown NFC. Saquon Barkley. A touchdown run there from a yard out as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Sometimes offensive, you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The AFC about ready to take over on offense. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now here's Mahomes. He gets this to Davante Adams. A big play there for the AFC. 53 yards.
Boy, of all the guys on the field to lose track of, how do you lose track of him? I think even he was surprised at all the space he had. You're just hoping your quarterback sees you in that spot. Fortunately, he did, and it leads to a gigantic play.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw, it's Mahomes. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. They'll come out in the pistol. Now it's Mahomes again. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, this from 34. Tucker's kick is good, and they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Kevontae Turpin now to return. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. So we have come upon halftime of this Pro Bowl with the NFC on top of the AFC. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios and this EA Sports Halftime Report. The Eagles got a solid first half from last year's MVP runner-up, Jalen Hurts. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead. There's probably not too much for these coaches to do in terms of X's and O's. But hey, both these teams are in it to win it. So with that, we'll get you back out for the second half of this year's Pro Bowl. Here's Brandon and Charles.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The NFC offense heads out to begin this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Second down, here's Hurts. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Throwing is Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. There he goes, left side. And touchdown! Tony Pollard, 52 yards. And the NFC adds on to their lead. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The AFC offense now heading out for their first drive of the second half. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry for the all-pro running back. It's Josh Jacobs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Now Mahomes. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Mahomes finding his fellow Chief Hill for the AFC first down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's the AFC in possession, though they trail here to begin the 4th. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Mahomes now to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but a
The AFC thus far on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now they'll throw here. Out of the gun. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that is played to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now Mahomes working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll drop to throw. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Mark Andrews, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the AFC able to get a bit closer. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it is gobbled up by the NFC. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. C.J. Mosley getting to him behind the line of scrimmage there. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 75 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's the NFC with the football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he is going to have a 1st down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory. Again, it's Barkley, and he is going to lose yardage here.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Asking them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will be from 49 yards out. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by 10. A little under 30 seconds remaining. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Mahomes. That's complete to Chase, and he's going to have a 1st down, but he's tackled inbounds up near midfield.
Holding offense.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Mahomes will throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
That's on Teron Armstead, the big tackle. Here's second down. Here's Mahomes. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. So, Charles, a victory for the NFC. Final thoughts on this Pro Bowl?
We had some fun, didn't we?
Absolutely.
A lot of excitement, some big plays to watch, a lot of those great matchups that we don't get to see during the regular season because sometimes teams don't play against each other. And oh, by the way, no one got hurt. There's the win for everyone. I think the fans enjoyed this one.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. Good night, everybody.